Happening right now, 274 days into 2015 with 294 mass shootings, nearly 400 people dead. Now, it's important to note that law enforcement considers a mass shooting anything involving 4 or more people. New tonight, this graphic shows days in gray, no one died. In yellow, at least one person. 2 in orange, and red marks 3 or more. 142 shootings have taken place since December 14th of 2012. That's the date of the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut. 27 people killed there, including 20 children.
When addressing the nation tonight, President Obama asked news organizations to tally up the number of Americans who've been killed by terrorist attacks over the last decade and the number of Americans killed by gun violence. So we did. According to New America, 3,003 people lost their lives between September 11, 2001 and now because of terrorist attacks on U.S. soil. There were 280,024 firearm homicides in the U.S. in that same period of time. The recent school shooting raises a lot of questions, especially among teens and kids.
Child and adolescent family therapist Darby Fox says it's important for you to explain school shootings to your kids, but she stresses that the conversation needs to be relative to their age.
Parents should address issues with their children depending on age. We want to do it completely differently for young kids. First of all, if they're really young, we'd like to keep them away from seeing all of this because they don't have a place to put it that makes sense, and it becomes very scary. When they get a little older, 8 to 9, they're realizing the world's pretty dangerous. And so with those kids, we want to have a pretty open-ended conversation explaining that this is terribly sad and random. It doesn't happen very often, and that their schools have put in a lot of safety measures. And then as we get into older kids, high school and college, it's important to just make them aware that they should, if they ever have that sense or that gut feeling something's just not right, they need to say something to someone, because it does seem that people have a sense if something's going wrong. And it is important to talk to older kids about that.
Fox says it's important for parents to remind their children that their school is safe, but keep an open dialogue and encourage them to report things that seem out of place.